Hey, I have all these fans going on, so excuse the noise. The air is on. Well, it went off right now, then it'll come back on in a little bit. Anyway, I've been working on this project. It's so hot out here. But I've been working on this room divider between my bedroom and the office, the slat wall. So I've managed to get the boards up. Now I'm trying to decide. I was looking at some Pinterest pictures, and they have some, because normally when you see these slat walls, they have them stained, a stained color, and I've seen black. I've never seen white until this morning. I did see a white one. So I'm kind of torn if I want to stain. I did buy some stain the other day. I mixed it up, but when I rubbed it, it didn't do anything. So maybe I didn't mix it enough, or I didn't get, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to mess around with it later on and see what happens. I still have to sand it because I did the puttying yesterday. Then I have to sand that. And then I have some other stain out there, some golden oak and gunstock. And I'm going to try to mix it in with that and see if I come up with some kind of, I don't know, come up with one that I like. And then if I don't like that, I'm just going to hit it with the paintbrush, black. I think I'll use, was it Sherman-Williams iron ore? I've used that somewhere in this house. I'm trying to remember, where did I use iron ore? Oh, my slat wall in the living room. Yeah. My slat wall in the living room. I use that as the background. Then I put the wood in front of it, and I stained that. And then I ended up painting the whole thing black. And then that was too black, too dark. So I got some more slats, and I put slats between the slats. I'll pop a picture up here somewhere, see what I'm talking about. But yeah, the bedroom, because like I said, I was torn between, well, French door. I'm doing so many other projects like replacing the gate in my yard, and I've done had landscaping done. I had light fixtures changed out. So I ain't got no more money left to be trying to put a door between the two here. Plus I have a big piece of furniture in the way now. I'd have to relocate that in order to put a French door in here. And if it's your first time, the bedroom and the room that I'm sitting in now is a converted patio. So this is my office slash closet slash gym slash dressing, whatever. And I wanted to put a door, but the only light that comes into this room, because they took out the slider when they converted this. So the only light comes from these 3 windows back here. So if I was to put a door up there, I would have put a glass door that you can see the light come through. And then I decided, well, since I can't do that for now, maybe later on. But for now, I just put the slat, vertical slat separation. And the light still comes through in the bedroom, because the bedroom doesn't get a lot of light until later on in the afternoon. When the sun really kicks in, it gets bright. But other than that, yeah, so I have to go to the eye doctor in a little bit. It's time to get my eyes examined and see if I can get another pair of glasses. And come back and sand this thing, go outside and mix up a little formula and see if I come up with something I like. I probably should go to Home Depot while I'm out and just get a small can just in case. Yeah, I probably should do that before I do that. And I feel so lazy, so hot. I have to be at the eye doctor at 9 o'clock. It's 8:12 now. I could just go into Home Depot. And while at Home Depot, I get lost in there. And by that time, it'll be time to go across the street to the eye doctor. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll see you all later. Bye. I have decided to start a new project today. And what I want to do is put a divider here, about right here, to kind of block this off. But it'll be slats, because the only light I get in this bedroom is through these windows. It's one over behind this thing as well. But I'm going to do some vertical slats. I got all my equipment in the garage. I have to go cut my wood pieces, so I'm going to put a piece of wood here, screw into this ground here. I'm going to screw one up across here and then over here. And then I'm going to insert the vertical slats. Now, technically, I would sand them and stain them and all that stuff. I'm not doing all.
Giddy bouncing. Why you up, boy? Show them if you buy you Crusin, me if you buy you brother, me if you buy you old designer. Baby, it's for you. Girl, you my champion lover. Hopefully, yeah. Baby, my father, yeah. Baby, it's for you. Oh, me, I do no ma. Oh, yeah, do proper. Oh, yeah, stand proper. Number one lover. Nobody better. Nobody cleaner. Nobody other. It's for you, yeah. Man, I have my own show, man. Oh, yeah, do no ma. Make us spend all that. Baby, it's for you, yeah. Man, I have my own show, man. Oh, yeah, do no ma. Make us spend all that. Baby, it's for you, yeah. Man, I have my own show, man. Oh, yeah, do no ma. Make us spend all that. Baby, so you, but I got my own show, man. We are doing no man. Make us spend all that. Baby, so you, we love. I think I feel like I say me, I'm gonna hurt you, girl. They say me I be play, but they say me I'm gonna play you, babe. Baby, that's well. Me I know be that kind of guy, yeah. Give me your heart, make I give you mine too. Make you shake it with me and me, I guess for you. Baby, I love everything I guess for you. Baby, I love, baby, everything I got for you. Look at it, everything in Brazil is low. Oh, baby, let me love you. Let me hold you, baby, girl, to the end, that's right, yeah.
Alright, I dry fitted the pieces up there. As you can see, that one is the kind of bowed a little bit. I'm going to have to either, then on top of it, I still cut it too short. So I have a couple more pieces out there. I'm going to go and see if it's straight and cut it. Because the stuff that I get myself into. Some of it I had to shim it because I cut some too short, or just a little tiny bit needs to be cut off. And then when I go and cut it on this miter saw, it's too much. And then I'm trying to make them all even spaced. But what's really throwing me off is that one. Okay.
Pristine sound.
Giddy bouncing. Why you up, boy? Show them if you buy you Crusin, me if you buy you brother, me if you buy you old designer. Baby, it's for you. Girl, you my champion lover. Hopefully, yeah. Baby, my father, yeah. Baby, it's for you. Oh, me, I do no ma. Oh, yeah, do proper. Oh, yeah, stand proper. Number one lover.
My DIY project, as you can see over there. Now, I've been cutting my boards one by one because everything is not the same length or height. So I have to cut them individually and fit them. So I'm just dry fitting them there. Thing is now, to screw them in, I probably should have built this before I put it up there, assemble it on the ground, but I didn't have any room. Oh, I guess I could have done it in the living room and assemble it. But I decided to do it this way. Then I also purchased this pocket hole jig so that I can screw down into it. Now I'm trying to figure out how to use this thing. Then again, I don't know if I bought the wrong size screws, so now I have to educate myself to make sure I have the right one. Otherwise, I have to take it back. I have to go up there anyway, back to Lowe's. So before I go, I want to make sure I have the right thing. Otherwise, I'm returning it. Alrighty. Excuse the noise in the background. I have inserted the slats. Boy, I tell you, what a job. Trying to cut these pieces. I had to go back and forth to the garage to do the cutting. As you can see, I have a little gap here, which I'll fix. And I end up capping it off here. Oops, got my camera. At the end. When I could have went right under here and did it. But this is my first time doing this. And of course, some boards, because it's not even, I had to put shims in there, so I cut a little bit too short. Now, I do have some extra boards out there. I could go back and cut them, but you know what? I don't feel like it. So, I'm not sure. I'm going to ask my husband. I think what I have to do is just cut off these pieces. If I can get back there and cut those out. And, you know, I don't know. I'm going to take them. I'm numbering them because I'm going to put, what they call those, pocket holes to screw it into the wood. I also tried to cut some of them so tight that they just fit in there and I wouldn't have to do that. But I figure if I'm going to do it, might as well do it right. So I'm not going to rush on this. I'm going to take my time. What a mess. So, yep, this is it so far. And it just kind of, at some point, I wanted to put like a French door, but I don't have French door money. So I just, the air is coming back on. All right, this is the pocket hole jig that I purchased, and the screws, I didn't know, I just bought some screws. Come to find out, there's certain screws for certain size wood, so of course I had to take this one back. And I still got the wrong one because I read the instructions on the back. It tells you the thickness of the wood and exactly what screw you have to get. So of course I measured it by the wide side of the, I measured it wrong. So I had to go back and get the actual screws. After finally making several trips back, I got the correct size screws. So here I set up shop in my living room so I can go ahead and run these pocket holes in the wood. I put a glove on so I could sand the wood, smooth it down as I go. Then I'm taking my clamps. You have to clamp the thing down to the wood. And I use that special drill that came with it, drill bit, and screw in and out to get the jig hole. Then I dropped the excess sand into the plastic bag. I had a system going here. And then of course I turned the wood on the other end and do the same thing. And what happened when I said those screws looked kind of big, they were big. And I was looking at the wood at the wrong angle. Now that I have all the pocket holes drilled into the wood, I am now going to screw them in. I measured each slat 4 inches apart. The first time I had it at 5, it was too far apart. Now I kind of wish I had done it 3 inches apart, but it's okay. As you can see, I'm tapping here with my little mallet to get it in there straight before I run the screw up into the little slot. Up in here. Okay, I've done the first one. I'm not going to bore you with doing the rest of them because first I gotta check and double check and then put the holes in and yeah. Problem is I'm not sure if I want to go on this side or inside. I did this one on the inside here. And going forward, I'm not sure if that's what I want to do. Okay, I'm making progress. I got them all up. I took the curtain rods down. I patched up the holes, which I still have to sand and touch up, paint that. I wanted to remove that molding from around there and put something else much thicker. So that's another project, because I'll probably tear up the wall trying to get that off. Yep, let's go all the way around and just remove it. Makes it a little substantial. What I'm doing now is doing some caulking, running the caulk through the seams, plug up any holes or any gaps. Let me tell you, my back was not happy with me. All that bending over and stuff. I felt the next day like a truck had ran over me. As I lay here in the bed staring at this, I'm trying to decide if I want to stain it or paint it. I am just so undecided, because part of me wants to stain it to match that piece of furniture there, but I don't know how that will look. So I'm going to take a trip in the morning back to Lowe's to get some more supplies. I decided to get some more stain. I decided to get the little cans, one gun stock, and oh Jesus, what's the other one I always use? Brain freeze. However, anyway, I got those two and some other supplies so that I can go ahead and test it out and see what stain I like. Also, while I'm here, I need to pick up a few other things, like I had my air conditioner serviced. The guy came and suggested, because I have asthma, to get a HEPA filter. So I'm walking through, looking at other items as well, and looking for that HEPA filter. I apologize if this is all over the place. I'm still not 100% comfortable filming in public, so you might get a little dizzy. I'm now heading to the paint department so that I could pick out a quart of Sherwin-Williams iron ore. Just in case I don't like the stained wood, I can go ahead and just paint it black. The fumes are so strong in here. Okay, as you can see, I've already stained it. This is the first coat of stain, and I have to sand it down and stain it some more. I'm not sure. I'm going to live with this for a couple of days, because I do have the black iron ore paint, and if I'm not feeling this, it's going to be end up turning black, because I'm going to turn it black. I was rushing, impatient, as you can see. See all that up there? That's that wood, that putty that I didn't sand down properly in a hurry just to see what it's gonna look like. But now I got this first coat stain down here, and I used the gun stock, and you can see all the different imperfections and knots and all that stuff. I don't know, y'all. Of course, I'm gonna clean that up, clean all that up. And like I said, I'm gonna see, because I do change my mind a lot. I made sure I bought the gun stock. I bought some golden oak, which is probably what I should have used first. But it's okay, I can use it for something else later. And I bought a quart of black iron ore. After sleeping on it and staring at it overnight, I decided I do not like this. So therefore, I am going to paint it black. All right, I'm done. I'm going to look it over and see areas where I need to touch up some more. And then I have to go on the opposite side and paint that area. But I'm trying to take a good look at it right now and make sure I didn't miss anything. And I can see, as you can see, yeah, I have to definitely go back over it, for sure. So far, so good. What happened was, as I was removing the blue tape, I noticed I had gotten some stain on the white side and some black paint. So I decided, why not just paint the molding trim black? And I had cut it off right there in the center just to look at it, see. Turned out I actually liked it, and I decided I'm going to leave it like that for a while and see if I can live with that. And I like the way it looks, actually. It does give some type of separation, so more than likely I will just leave it like that, at least for now anyway. Yes, looking at it, I definitely do like it. Then I still have to touch up above there where, you know, I sanded, I putted up the holes and sanded. And then this picture, I put this molding around this DIY canvas I made a long time ago. And I see, I put a little paint on there because now I'm going to have to paint it black to kind of, you know, coordinate. Coordinate with the other side. So, and then again, I think I need to lower this on cleats, so I'll probably have to pull that out, patch up the holes, lower it, because it's just up high right now. I don't like that. It was okay when I had the curtain rod up there, but now it doesn't look right, so I'm gonna have to take that down and fix that. My dresser there in the background, I'm going to go ahead and paint that iron ore as well. As you can see, I already started just to see what it would look like, and then I'm going to change out the knobs. So more than likely, that will probably be my next project. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification bell so you'll know when I upload more videos. I'm not regular, but I do as much as I can when I can. Take care. Bye-bye.